right now on 5 on your side at 10.
More heat, humidity, and I'll time out our best chances for storms.
A St. Louis tradition returns after a 2-year hiatus.
The diversity, the colors, and everybody that's out here, it's really exciting to be back again.
What the Festival of Nations means to immigrants trying to make St. Louis their home. It's been a year since the deadly attack at the Kabul airport.
They knew there was a risk at what they're doing, so it's the least we can do is remember them and remember their stories.
Tonight, the touching tribute honoring the 13 Marines lost in Afghanistan. We want to thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Brent Solomon. A permanent memorial dedicated for Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz and the 12 other U.S. service members killed in a suicide bombing. It happened at the Kabul airport last year, and new tonight, Mercedes McKay joining us in studio with a closer look. Mercedes.
Brent, Friday marked 1 year since the attack at the Kabul airport in Afghanistan, and that's why for the people I spoke with tonight, today's ceremony really had a lot of meaning.
It was a dedication that hit close to home, as many gathered at the St. Charles County Veterans Museum on Saturday night.
They knew there was a risk at what they're doing, so it's the least we can do is remember them and remember their stories.
A permanent memorial was revealed that honored the 13 Americans who lost their lives in the suicide bombing in Afghanistan 1 year ago, including Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz from Wentzville.
You see their names there and you kind of reflect for a few minutes. And it is kind of a unique experience because we know them so well.
Jim Higgins with the Veterans Museum describes the 1 year anniversary of this tragedy as surreal, but he says sketching those 13 heroes' names in stone is almost like they're still here.
We're always going to remember them. We're going to keep telling their stories, and they'll be alive to us in our hearts.
The new memorial sits to the left of the Traveling Fallen Heroes Memorial Wall. The 28-foot American flag is made out of 7,000 dog tags of fallen service members who died in the War on Terror. 148 Missourians are part of the display. Speakers read those Missourians name by name.
Baker, Riley, Elam.
While nothing can bring those heroes back, the St. Charles County community gathered in prayer and honor, remembering those who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
We believe every veteran has a story, and we honor them by remembering them.
In O'Fallon, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Now, once the dedication ended, 13 lanterns were released to honor those fallen heroes. The Fallen Heroes Memorial Wall is open 24 hours. It will remain at the Veterans Museum through Monday.
All right, Mercedes, thanks. Developing tonight, a man is in custody after police say he fired shots after a football game at Normandy High School. This happened around 1:30 this afternoon after a fight broke out in the parking lot. Police say a man fired shots, then got into a car and drove off. Officers pursued that car into Charlac and arrested the suspect after a short chase. No one was hurt. A man is dead tonight after a driver running away from police struck his car. Now, this happened just after midnight near Dr. Martin Luther King Drive and Academy Avenue. Police say officers spotted a Ford Taurus that was driving erratically, and when they tried to pull the car over, it sped away. The officers followed that car from a distance before the driver crashed. A man was taken into custody, but that's when police learned the driver allegedly hit someone. That person was taken to the hospital where he later died. No charges have been filed just yet. The outdoor pool at Carondelet Park, YMCA, it will be closed for the season. This after a fire overnight. Fire crews were able to quickly put out that fire. No one was hurt. The fire remains under investigation tonight. Meanwhile, the indoor Y-Rec complex remains open, but the indoor pool is closed for annual maintenance. It will reopen on September 6th. All scheduled swim lessons are canceled next week. Today, a local church is finding new ways to support Ukrainians by celebrating that nation's Independence Day. Just a few hours ago, people came out to the park in South County, all in honor of Ukrainian culture. Attendees got a taste of traditional Ukrainian food, live music, a craft sale, and much more. While Ukraine's actual Independence Day was Wednesday, event organizers decided to celebrate today.
Today we celebrate not only the independence of Ukraine, we celebrate the unity of the United States with Ukraine. We celebrate the spirit of Ukrainian people, the culture, the music, the poems.
All donations and sales will be used to help save lives in Ukraine. Well, after a 2-year hiatus, today the Festival of Nations returned to Tower Grove Park. Organizers say it was one of the biggest crowds they've ever seen. New tonight, 5 on Your Side's Laura Bacheski shows us what the event means to vendors who are trying to set up shop in St. Louis.
Tower Grove Park was packed with dozens of tents featuring crafts and cravings from around the world to celebrate the return of Festival of Nations hosted by the International Institute.
Giving them an opportunity like this one weekend in which they can not only make a sale, but they can help the community discover the kind of food that comes from their countries, and hopefully that helps grow the business here, but also helps with inclusion, with communities understanding who our neighbors are.
Miriam Cherie brought a little flavor from Haiti. She's been part of the festival for more than 15 years.
I'm from Haiti. I was raised and born in Haiti. And so we have some Creole chicken, Creole turkey, and we have a good legume. It's all vegetables and wet beans and rice.
Cherie says she enjoys sharing her culture with thousands of people and hopes to open her own restaurant to continue doing that every day.
People who doesn't know, never been to like in Haiti or Guatemala or Panama or Cuba. And so a lot of people is learning a different food, different way, different taste.
Festival goers say it's great to be back to pass down traditions to younger generations.
My parents actually came from Croatia. I'm first generation here, so we just wanted to, keep it going with our son is 6 years old, and heritage is very important to us in our culture, especially our traditions and food.
Tradition. Reporting in St. Louis, Laura Bacheski, 5 on Your Side.
And the Festival of Nations resumes tomorrow in Tower Grove Park from 10 in the morning until 6 at night. The Missouri Botanical Gardens' brand new visitor center is now open to the public. Today, officials cut the ribbon to celebrate the grand opening of the Jack C. Taylor Visitor Center. 5 on Your Side spoke with the garden's president, who says this is really an exciting time for them right now.
It opens, I hope, a new era for the garden when we can do so much more with these wonderful facilities. And everyone is excited about this project.
Now the new center has several amenities, a gift shop and dining options to make you feel welcome. The sky is the limit for St. Louis students. Coming up, the contest that is helping kids discuss their future. A college student's dream. Tonight, our Verify team looks into who is eligible for student loan forgiveness.
Humid tonight, more heat and humidity on Sunday, and I'll let you know when the storm chances are likely in the 10-day.
A brand new essay contest is pushing students in St. Louis to reach for the stars. Real estate company Solid Investing is holding that contest by asking students to think about what they want to be when they grow up. Students from 4th through 12th grades are encouraged to write 100 words or more about their future goals. The company's CEO explains where that idea came from.
We just think kids, our youths of today is really have so many distractions from video games, the barrages of social media and things like that. And they just don't have a clear path.
So the top 25 winners and a guest will be treated to a Cardinals game. The application deadline is September 6th. Today, Paint Louis celebrated its 25th anniversary with a kickoff event in Maplewood. Now, this began with a collaboration of live graffiti created by local artists. Paint Louis is partnering with the Artists First for their anniversary to teach attendees how to spray paint and master other techniques to create pretty amazing artwork.
We specifically bring art to folks that may not have had equal access.
Selected art pieces were auctioned off during an unveiling, and all proceeds will be donated to Artists First to celebrate artists with disabilities, veterans, and the youth. The Paint Louis Graffiti Street Art Festival will be held Labor Day weekend in downtown St. Louis. And the 4th annual St. Louis Veg Fest returns to the World's Fair Pavilion. This is in Forest Park tomorrow. This family-friendly festival is 100% vegan, and it features over 70 food and merchandise vendors. For the first time ever, there will also be a cooking challenge using plant-based proteins. 3 local chefs will create dishes judged on creativity, taste, and presentation.
And in weather, that does sound fun, though. Check that out. So we have rain in parts of the area, but it's only in Pike County and also into western portions of Lincoln County. That thunderstorm activity is turning into regular showers as it dies out, but we all have a good chance of rain. More on that coming up.
Intelligence officials will soon assess the potential risk to national security following documents taken from former President Trump's home. In a letter to the House Intelligence and Oversight Committee chairs, the Director of National Intelligence says a review is underway. And according to an affidavit released just yesterday, the FBI found 92 secret documents. 25 were marked top secret. Because some files included human intelligence, there is concern that some foreign spies could be in jeopardy.
Verify here with your Fast Fact. President Joe Biden released his plan to forgive between $10,000 and $20,000 in student loans for eligible Americans. The announcement prompted several people on social media to ask if it also applies to current students who are accruing debt now. So let's verify. These are our sources. Things work a little differently for current students because they're still accumulating debt, but the qualifications boil down to 2 main factors: when the loan was taken out and their income, or the parent's income. First, the date. The new plan applies only to federal loans that were issued before July 2022, regardless of whether you're a current or former student. Second, the program is only for those who earn less than $125,000 a year, or $250,000 if they're married. For students who are still considered dependents, the government will look at their parents' income to qualify. So, yes, current students with loans from before July also benefit from the loan forgiveness program. With your Fast Fact, I'm Brandon Lewis.
So what do you want us to verify for you? You can email us at verify@ksdk.com. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at your weather forecast. Jim Castillo standing by for that. Jim, all eyes on NASCAR, but then so was the rain.
Right, absolutely. Let's check out that first. And Brent, look at this. So that radar around Daytona Beach was just constant shower and thunderstorm activity, and of course it's lessening now, so they're going to get it in, it looks like, tomorrow morning. Then we switch back to home here. Most of us, just as expected, dry for Saturday. Although, that said, a couple of spotty showers and storms popped up, and one of them then held together pretty well right through Montgomery County with a lot of lightning, and now it's just plain showers headed toward Bowling Green and also 61 and western portions of Lincoln County, but it's dying out. So this is not expected to be severe. Definitely some rain moving into Ashley and Pike County and moving toward Bowling Green. So during the overnight hours, we really can't rule out a spot shower or storm. It is a humid night, but for the most part, it's dry. Even tomorrow, a lot of dry time, but we can't rule out a spot shower or storm. But it is Monday and Monday evening where we expect some showers and storms out ahead of a cold front that is moving in our direction. So a little bit more in the way of lift to get us some shower and thunderstorm activity, even maybe a marginal risk of severe weather for portions of the area on Monday, something we'll keep our eyes on. 91 today for that high, humid, 70 for that overnight low in St. Louis, and 87 and 67 are the averages, and a very dry day today. And of course, it's 81 degrees right now. It feels like 82 with that humidity up at 56%. Dew point 64. It could be higher. Probably gets a little higher tomorrow. Light wind tonight. Here's a warm front that's pushing through here, and the cold front is to the north and west of us. Eventually, that moves our way late Monday and into early Tuesday. So a warm night tonight. Lows about 73 in St. Louis, and outside of this city, upper 60s to around 70. It's hot tomorrow. It's humid. Partly sunny, so at times mostly sunny, and then clouds roll in and a spot shower or storm coming in here, but generally a dry day and highs about 93. So it is Monday, though. It looks like a little bit more in the way of widespread showers and storms, or at least clusters of them moving into the area. All right, 10-day forecast showing temperatures about 93 tomorrow, 90 on Monday, 88 Tuesday. And Tuesday, really that morning chances before sunrise. Otherwise, it's a dry day. And then it's dry Wednesday, 87. Thursday, cooler, 83, 84 Friday, and lows in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees.
Yeah, we can take that. That's not a bad day at all.
Yeah, a little taste of fall.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yep.
Thank you, Jim.
You bet.
All right, Corey's here, and you're working on a lot for sports coming up.
A lot. Thankfully, it was dry tonight at Busch Stadium because it felt like a playoff game between the Cardinals and Braves, and the Cardinals' newest dad had quite the night. You're going to want to see how this one ended coming up in sports. The Cardinals and Braves have had some classic playoff battles over the years. Tonight certainly felt like that at Busch, and thanks to some new dad strength from Nolan Arenado and a good eye from Tyler O'Neill, Cardinals fans went home happy. Let's go to Busch Stadium. There's Nolan with his corner combo Goldie coming up right there, the two MVP favorites in the National League. Jordan Montgomery gave up 4 runs in the fourth, but Andrew Kisner cuts into that with a 2-run shot, his second of the season. Then it's going to be Arenado showing off that new dad strength. 2-run bomb as well. That's his 27th of the season. The new dad was 4 for 4 tonight. He's pretty good. We got quite a rally in the 9th inning. Cards tie it, then they load the bases, and Tyler O'Neill delivers a walk-off walk to beat the Braves 6-5. Ollie, how good is it to have Nolan Arenado back in the lineup?
Yeah, they're good at baseball. Goldie and Nolan, having him back was good. Glad to see his face. He's able to spend some time with his wife and the baby, and I'm glad we had him tonight.
Chasing 700 is sponsored by CarShield.
There was no 694 for Albert Pujols tonight. He pinch hit late. Everybody was watching. Fired a 109-mile-per-hour rocket to Dansby Swanson for a lineout. It was the hardest hit ball of the night by anyone on either team, but no home run, so Pujols stays 7 away from 700. Now, Albert will get his red jacket soon enough, but today it was Matt Holliday, Julian Javier, and the late Charles Comiskey's turn to enter the Cardinals Hall of Fame. It was induction day over at Ballpark Village, filled with memories and emotion. Holliday talked about his emotions getting the best of him during his speech, and Javier recalled his place on those legendary 1960s Cardinals teams.
I didn't want to cry, but when you talk about family, as you guys know, it gets emotional.
Should have started with thanking my wife, but I told her, I said, look, you're going to be at the end, because if I get emotional and can't get it back, I at least have made it through the speech. So I had some strategy behind where that was placed.
We get so close, everybody. You can see no fight and nothing. That's why everybody is so big. You call it people like Brogan, Cepeda, me, Macabre. Oh, baby, that was great.
Last night, we kicked off the high school football season right here on 5 on Your Sideline. And today, the college season got its start with Illinois and Brett Bielema getting one of the first games of the year at home against Wyoming. It was a good first impression. Bielema, in his second year at Illinois, trying to lead the program to a winning record for the first time since 2011. This start helps. Second play from scrimmage, and Chase Brown hauls in the pass from Tommy DeVito for the score. Later on, Illinois is going to be up big, but you got to see this play. This is St. Louis native and Trinity grad Reggie Love III. He gets the carry, ends up rolling over a defender. Everybody thinks he's down. He's not. Stays off the turf and scampers in for his first career touchdown. Nice moment for our guy from St. Louis. Illini rolling their opener 38-6 over Wyoming. It is getting real for the Lions out at Lindenwood. They held a scrimmage tonight and will open their first season as a Division I program on September 10th against Houston Baptist. The Lions say they're tired of hitting each other and ready for the challenge of Division I.
We have a lot of kids that have had a lot of change, and I think they're seasoned for that change, and so I feel a real quiet confidence about us that we can go in and hold our own against these opponents.
All right, let's finish up with some high school football from today. Ladue at Westminster. Ladue QB Bo Dolan can sling it. Here he finds Dylan Hawthorne back to the end zone for a touchdown. I said he can sling it, I wasn't lying. Later on, Dolan airs it out again. Luke Clado hauls this one in. Looks like a touchdown just short of the end zone. Nice catch nonetheless. Ladue goes on to win 64-7. Best time of the year right now in sports. Cardinals playoffs, football everywhere. Everything's exciting.
I was going to say, that was a good game, man. It was. Thank you for that. Jim, how are we looking?
Yeah, you know, I was watching the baseball game. My gosh, it was so good at the end there. So weather-wise, you know, it stayed dry at Busch Stadium, but there were some storms out around Montgomery County. Now just some showers moving into Bowling Green and Pike County and also northwestern Lincoln County, but they're dying out. So a chance of some spotty showers and storms overnight and into tomorrow. And our better chance of rain is really on Monday, with highs still in the 90s, and it looks like very humid, but it gets less humid and cooler by midweek.
So we may need to pull out that umbrella to start the week.
For sure on Monday,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
You bet.
And thank you for joining us. That's all of our time at 10. Saturday Night Live is next. We hope you have a great evening.